Well, g'day, I'm JB. Welcome to this week's episode of 4x4 Adventure Club. We're about 2 hours north of Orbost in the Snowy River National Park. We've been travelling along Deddick Track on our way to McKillops Bridge, so stick around and check out what we get up to. Well, just airing down the McKillops tyres. We're expecting it to be a pretty easy day, a lot of dirt roads, more than losing traction, so just for the comfort we're going down to about 26 psi. Alright, well, after starting on Deddick Track with quite a simple descent down, we now come across our first little river crossing. It's quite picturesque actually, down in the valley. Sunlight coming through, so yeah, not very deep, but yeah, quite beautiful.
G'day guys, Adam here, ADM Motors, Nuts About 4 Drive. Wanted to talk to you very quickly about the fuel systems on late model diesels, especially with common rail. A lot of people now are looking towards fitting either a pre-filter or primary filter or a secondary fuel filter kit. Some people going for secondary, some people going for a pre-filter. I myself on mine has chosen to go for a pre-filter. It filters at 30 microns and it filters 150 litres per hour, which is more than enough for what I need on this particular application. This particular one is from Directions Plus. It also has a electrical sensor at the bottom which can be wired into the cabin of the four-wheel drive, so if it picks up any water or separates any water from the fuel, it'll actually notify you and send an alarm and turn on a light inside. So it gives you then the opportunity to drain out the water and the fuel before it gets into the actual genuine filter. Ultimately, I like having on mine I like having the pre-filter, and then I find that it goes into the genuine filter, which is actually a very high quality filter on these 200 series Land Cruisers. It also has an inbuilt pre-filter inside it and a water trap as well, and it's also got its own alarm or sensor in there too. So to me it makes sense. Pre-filter, separate any larger particles, and it will actually separate the water better from the system, and then go into the factory filter, and then from there into your engine. It's all about just keeping things clean and filtering the system so that you just protect the common rail side of things, because it's very expensive to repair if you ever need to. Hope that helps. Stay on all fours and go nuts.
DEA Performance, the performance exhaust, suspension and modification specialists. Australian-made performance automotive exhausts. High-quality stainless steel exhausts and accessories for four-wheel drives. Exhausts for classic and vintage cars. Custom units to your specs. And because we wholesale to the public, we've got the cheapest prices, but with the performance quality you need. And we don't just make them, we install them as well. DEA Performance, Australian-made exhausts.
Well, after stopping for lunch on the first section of Deddick Track, we're now moving forward towards Jones Staircase. Been told it could be a little bit rutted out and that, but we had a local come past and said that we shouldn't have any dramas, so that was good, because we do have a couple of standard cars in the fleet. So yeah, we'll see how we go.
DEA Performance, the performance exhaust, suspension and modification specialists. Australian-made performance automotive exhausts. High-quality stainless steel exhausts and accessories for four-wheel drives. Exhausts for classic and vintage cars. Custom units to your specs. And because we wholesale to the public, we've got the cheapest prices, but with the performance quality you need. And we don't just make them, we install them as well. DEA Performance, Australian-made exhausts.
Well, we're over 3/4 way now down on Deddick Track. We've got a nice rocky descent at the moment. We're probably, as the crow flies, 10 k's away from McKillops Bridge, where our final destination is for a bit of a swim before we head back to base camp in Orbost. It's been an awesome little track, even though it is graded double black. It's probably a little bit overrated. There is one or two sections where you probably would need a winch in the wet maybe, or if you didn't quite have the ground clearance just to winch yourself. But outside of that, it really is all about picking the right line, and you should successfully make it through. So, but yeah, it's just one of those things where go in a bit of a convoy, at least 2-3 cars. So if you do get into trouble, you've got obviously some help about. And yeah, don't be afraid to go for a bit of a walk up and down the track, just to see and pick your lines. But yeah, we'll keep moving. We'll be at the bridge shortly. Well, there you go, we've just come to the end of Deddick Track. Probably within a K or two now of McKillops Bridge, where we'll call it a day. So yeah, almost there, and time for a relaxing swim. It's been a long day. Well, there you have it. We've made it to McKillops Bridge, finally making it down Deddick Track. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook. I'm JB. We'll catch you next week on 4x4 Adventure Club.